Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Want to take a look at the new Steam games dropping this week. We've got some pretty good stuff. Just looking at Steam games, I'd probably say the biggest game release of the week is on the Epic Game Store with Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origins. The reviews are coming out for that. They are looking pretty solid, but I know a lot of you guys are probably going to wait until the game drops on Steam to check it out, but that'll be probably 6 months to a year from now. Let's focus on the games coming this week to Steam. And let's start things off with a game that I talked a little bit about, and that is Anno Mutationem. This is a game with an awesome art style. I mean, right away, that's really what drew me in. It's in a cyberpunk world, but it's got this pixel graphics art style that is right up my alley. The game notes it's an action-adventure title with RPG elements set in a cyberpunk world featuring a unique mix of pixelated 2D and 3D graphic style with a rich, dark, and bizarre plot. The gameplay looks interesting. Looks like there's quite a variety of boss fights and gameplay styles. You're gonna slash, shoot, combo, grenade throw, and ground and pound your way through hordes of enemies and huge bosses, and it looks like there's been quite a bit of attention to detail put towards the bosses as well. I think the game is looking pretty solid. I think it could be one of the surprising games of the year, to be perfectly honest. Maybe that's a little bit pushing the cart before the horse, but I'm really liking what I'm seeing out of this one. It's going to be a fairly easy game to run as well. Core i3 4130, FX 4100, GTX 750, Radeon HD 7750. The 7750, literally one of the first GPUs that I've ever had. Kind of a throwback there. 4 gigabytes of RAM as well. I always like to see games running on 4 gigabytes. Looking at this game, it's not a technical juggernaut by any stretch of the imagination, but I really am digging the art style, and this one is due out on March 17th. It'll be $24.99. Next up, here's a game that I've been looking forward to for a little bit as well, and that is Tunic. Tunic is an exploration Metroidvania title. Explore a land filled with lost legends, ancient powers, and ferocious monsters in Tunic, an isometric action game about a small fox on a big adventure. Another game with a great art style. It notes explore a hostile and intricately connected world of shady forests, sprawling ruins, and labyrinth catacombs. Fight mighty bosses deep beneath the earth, high above the clouds, and in places stranger still. Collect the missing manual pages, bursting with hints and original full-color illustrations. Discover hidden treasures to help you along the way. Unearth secret relics, secret techniques, secret puzzles, and listen, there's a lot of secrets in the game. Sound designed by Power Up Audio, who have also worked on Celeste, Darkest Dungeon, Subnautica Below Zero, so some pretty notable works there, and an original soundtrack by Lifeformed of Dust Force and Double Fine Adventure. So this one is due out on March 16th, another game to keep on your radar. Hopefully it turns out pretty well. Next up, another major release coming this week, Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. It really does seem like fighting games are starting to have a little bit more appeal on the PC platform. Maybe that's just anecdotal evidence, I don't know, but to see fighting games continue to expand on PC, I'm liking that, because that's really the shortcoming of fighting games on PC. It's when the community dies out very quickly, and maybe that's a fault of the fighting game, but you know, you need a solid community attached to a fighting game for it to have a good bit of longevity and for people to ultimately buy the game. I would love crossplay to be included with a lot of these games, but them's the breaks. Persona 4 Arena Ultimax, on the other hand, will have a single-player component that's going to have something to sink your teeth into. The Ultimax version also includes all previously released Persona 4 Arena Ultimax content, including the original Persona 4 Arena story, a deep roster of playable characters, Persona 3 fan favorites, and Shadow versions offer a range of fighting styles to choose from. You've got dual audio in there as well. Choose between Japanese and English voiceovers, and this is a game with a great art style that's aged very, very well, so even though it is, 8-9 years old at this point, right off the top of my head, it's a game that I think a lot of people will be able to jump right into and have a very good time into. Persona 4, obviously, a very well-received game, and it's nice because Persona 4 is actually available on PC, so this isn't a Persona 5 Strikers situation, which is still something that is absolutely befuddling to me, how Persona 5 Strikers is on PC, but we have yet to get Persona 5 on PC. Don't ask me, it's a little bit too out of my pay range to understand why Atlas does some of the things they do, but nevertheless, Persona 4 Arena Ultimax will be coming March 16th. Next up, we have Aethernaut, which is a game that just came to my attention. The game notes, discover the depths of your soul with Aethernaut, an open-world first-person puzzle game in the vein of Portal and Talos Principle. That's immediately what I thought when I saw this game. I'm like, hey, the game's definitely got a different aesthetic than Portal, but I'm getting a lot of Portal vibes from it, and Talos Principle, from a puzzle standpoint, that's very, very good thing. Talos Principle is a great game. Solve puzzle rooms using light sensors, portals, and time travel to gather the Aether Vials and access the core of the contract. I'm not going to say that the game visually is an absolute blowaway title, but really, this is a game that comes down to what its mechanics are and how the gameplay styles really do connect with each other. The game notes, would you rather be remembered forever as an evil tyrant or be completely forgotten? Is happiness or usefulness a more important purpose in life? When we fall in love, do we love the real person or just the idea of the person? Wow, some deep, deep thoughts there. The game notes, over 100 puzzle rooms, explore a vast open world by jumping, ledge grabbing, and portaling, master the tree Aether cubes through light-driven puzzle design, reveal your personality through probing questions, uncover the secrets, discover multiple endings, and accessible gameplay with simple controls. There is a demo that's available right now, so you can check that out if you want. The full game is due out on March 15th. Next up, here's a major release coming from Microids, and maybe some will say it's even a bigger game than Stranger of Paradise. Syberia, The World Before. Yes, the latest game in a long-running franchise. Embark on a journey across continents and through time as you piece together the puzzle of a life. Now, this is a game you can jump right into, and it's very much a story-driven game. This is a game that, is gonna be a little bit lighter on the gameplay. It's about exploration and immersing yourself into the story. The game notes, explore the fantastic and poetic world of Benoit Sokol, with its breathtaking sceneries and iconic characters, solve complicated puzzles and riddles in keeping with the tradition of the saga. Discover a rich and captivating story with unprecedented stakes and gripping dialogue. Allow yourself to be transported by the symphonic soundtrack composed by Ian Zur of Syberia 3, Fallout, Dragon Age, and Prince of Persia. The game is relatively easy to run as well. GTX 750 Ti on the minimum end of things. i5 6600, I guess, is a little bit beefier, but nonetheless, the game is due out on March 18th. If you're looking for a story-driven adventure game, Syberia is one to be on the lookout for. And lastly, a game hitting early access, that is Spirit of the Island. Definite, Harvest Moon style game here. Spirit of the Island notes it's a colorful co-op life sim RPG set on a tropical archipelago. Build your farm, grow crops and animals, craft various items, cook exquisite dishes, gather resources, build shops and museums to attract visitors, and turn a desolate island into a prosperous tourist destination. Game's got, a pretty simplistic but charming art style, in my opinion. Very, very much a bit of a throwback, and gameplay style is something that I think is going to be familiar to a lot of you guys. Games system requirements are a joke, to be perfectly honest. Like, don't worry about what PC you have. It's going to be a very easy game to run, and system requirements being a joke, that's a good thing. I know it's got a negative connotation attached to it, but you want lower system requirements these days, especially with GPU prices. But nonetheless, farming, a Harvest Moon style game might be something you're interested in. Early access comes March 16th, but that's going to do it for me. Again, personally, Anno Mutationem is at the top of my list this week. Tunic definitely has my interest as well. P4A, I'm not a big fighting game guy these days, but Persona is one of my favorite franchises, so that's going to be something I'd check out as well. But that's going to do it for me. Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate it if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.